Right, hello dragons.
Hello.
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 My name's Kelton Evans and I'm here today looking for investment in one of my new inventions. The current invention is called the Tub Grub Maker, and it is a waterproof toaster at its basis level. It is made by my company, which is called Bright Odias Limited, and we've been a successful company since 2007. Manufacturing all sorts of little innovations such as the fireproof match, the pre-coloured colouring book and the prosthetic pogo stick. Today I'm looking for £30,000 in exchange for 5% of my business, and I would be demonstrating a prototype, but unfortunately there was a defective fireproof match and the depot burnt down. Oh. So we won't be having that little demonstration today, or that little hiccup anyway. But basically the business started, as I said, in 2007. We've been running consecutively since then, producing our products on a global scale. And we've done well every year, making profits consecutively, except for the financial year 2008 to 2009, where the global recession hit us and we made a 12% decrease. But since then we have picked back up in profits. They ranged from, in 2007 we made a annual turnover of 72,000 and a net profit of 41,000. That moved up to 90,000 turnover in year 2, which then became 79,000 in net profit. It then marked up to 121,000 in turnover for year 3, though the profit came down slightly to what we would expect, and we only made 82,000 turnover. Then we picked it back up year 4, where it was 156 turnover, and net profit came to roughly £96,000. And then we're just waiting on the 5th year profits, and with the launch of the waterproof toaster we should be looking at roughly profits net of 500,000 or thereabouts. Okay, so that's my basic information over. If any of you have anything you'd like to ask me, please do.
It's a shame you didn't bring an example of your product in to show us.
Yes, as I said, that was the trouble. I did have one lined up, but little trouble with, as I said, the prototype breaking defective matches, and also trying out the waterproof toast, which isn't coming along quite as well as the waterproof toaster. The toaster itself is made using a special patented membrane that we have, which its repellent works a lot like Gore-Tex material and stops water from entering the system, so it'll prevent any electrocutions should you want to use it on a beach, if you've got a small generator supply, camping, or in a bath, anything like that. But basically that's the idea, because last year alone 37 people died from being electrocuted by toasters. A few of those were intentional, but yeah, there was quite a bit of a need there, I think, for some sort of waterproof electrical device that you could make your pancakes, crumpets, toast in. And so we decided to just pounce on that opportunity.
Kelton, can I ask, in terms of your insurance, because obviously you've had a fire that you've told us about.
Yeah.
Yeah, how heavily insured are you at this stage?
Oh, we're insured for up to £500,000 on the properties. We've got 3 warehouses, one of which is in America. The one that caught fire is in Italy, which is the direct line between distribution in Vietnam. And it was a small area of that which caught fire. So that one was fully insured and it was all sorted and taken care of. The damage came to about £20,000. So.
Okay. It sounds all quite complicated for me, I'm afraid, Kelton. I'm out.
Okay.
Kelton, I just wanted to ask about your predicted £500,000
£30,000 profit.
Yes.
How have you come up with that figure when your previous 4 years you haven't got to that figure in total?
Well, with the new toaster, we've had interest from Walmart in America, and
right.
they have given us a letter of intent
Right.
for 10,000 units. And the unit's wholesale cost for one of the toasters is £155, and the recommended retail price is £325. So that's £159 profit on each unit, and should all 10,000 of those be sold, we're looking at over £1 million.
Wow.
So that's rather an expensive toaster you've got
It
on the
is
market
really,
there.
but considering it's a top of the range unit,
Right.
there's nothing else on the market to
Well, I was going to
compete with
ask
it.
about your competitors there. What do you know about your competitors on the market?
Well, or you've got the main electrical appliance makers, Breville and all the manufacturers like that, but we've got a global patent on the waterproofing technology, so nobody else will be able to copy it at all.
Right.
So what do you need this money for?
Well, the money is mainly for expertise and to get a Dragon on board with distribution and things to help us get it to a wider market. But the £30,000 will be put towards the marketing for television adverts and a small newspaper campaign. So we'll the sort of appliance magazines that you get will stick small advertisements in there as well.
And are you confident you can provide the demand that's going to come from that advertising through your manufacturing processes?
Yes, once we sell the initial batch to Walmart, once they're all produced and ready, then that will provide enough income to regenerate back into the business to further the marketing and improve manufacturing, and hopefully we'll be able to cut the costs again with larger wholesale.
Well,
I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm quite happy with my toaster. My little 2-slice toaster at home. I don't think I need it to be waterproofed. And technology's not my area, so thanks for coming to see us, but I'm out. Thank you.
Okay.
Emil,
Okay.
after you, mate.
Kelton, I think you're obviously a real innovator here, and I think there's something in you which is obviously quite motivational about your products, which is great to see. I just can't get my head around people paying £300 for a toaster, even if it is world leading and waterproof. So on that basis, I just don't feel I'm going to be the right investor for you. So I'm out.
Thank you very much.
I like the idea. I think it's brilliant. It's a good job you've got it patented, because it sounds like it could be something that would go. But 30,000? I mean, 30,000 is nothing in terms of advertising, TV advertising. So you need to think about those figures.
As I said, it was mainly for Dragon's expertise and their input
Right.
that we were aiming for with the company.
Right. Okay. Well, it's a punt. You know, clearly there's a big risk here. So £30,000, I'll put the money on the table. That's okay. But I would be looking for 20% e-business.
Well, I was initially looking for 5%, so would you be willing to come back down to 10%?
Well, there's a risk here. You know,
Of course.
I could be just pouring my money into a TV advertising campaign that might not actually produce anything.
But then again, you could be making £500,000 quick buck on some toasters.
Well, I'm only putting 30,000 in, so I'll go for 15%, but no lower.
Would you consider 12.5?
No.
All right, then 15% it is.
Okay. Well done. Thank you.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well done, Kelton.
Thanks.
A bit of a skew on his figures there. 30,000.